Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to be ranking Dreamworks films. So last night we went through and ranked all of the Pixar movies. If you guys want to go see that, well, just go look for the last video on the channel. Let's go ahead and knock out all the ones that I've never seen, which looking at these, there's a few that I'm ashamed to admit that I haven't seen, but once we get knocked out, we'll go through and, rank the ones that I have seen. Oh god, it's been so many years, I'm actually having trouble with some of these, remembering if I have or have not seen them. So for some of these, I might not even be able to go into detail and explain why I like them. All I'll probably remember for a good bit of these is just the fact that I did like them. Alright, so Kung Fu Panda 2, I never actually watched the whole way through, but I've seen a lot of bits and pieces of it. So I'm going to put it in great, only for the sole fact that I have not seen enough of it. If I get the chance to sit down and watch the whole thing, just from the few clips that I've seen, I'm sure I'd probably put it right into timeless. I've heard the whole trilogy is really good, but I can only put it in great just because, again, I haven't seen the whole thing, but from what I've seen, it's really freaking good. Follow up with that, the original is absolutely timeless. Out of all of these, yeah, I'm probably saying Kung Fu Panda is definitely my favorite DreamWorks movie, period. It is one of those movies as a kid, I was constantly quoting it, I was always acting it out, I was always dressing up like him, and I wasn't dressing up like the whole Dragon Warrior thing, I was actually more dressing up like him at the end, because that's all I had access to. I was putting, like, pants on my head and tying aprons around my neck to make it look like a cape. I'm not a big fat panda. I am the big fat panda. Some of these I'm having trouble reading the titles, my poor small Asian eyes. I think this is Shrek Forever After. I've never seen that one, or Shrek the Third. Actually, no, I think I might have seen Shrek the Third. Like I said, this is another one, it's been so long. But let's just knock out the Shreks. The first Shrek is really good. My favorite of the Shreks, definitely. I feel like as they went, they got, like, a little bit lesser, but in my opinion, they were all pretty good. I'd say, like, Shrek 3 was okay, Shrek 2 was still great, but the original is just hard to top it. There was also another Shrek one I liked. I can't remember what it was exactly. If I can find it online, I'll throw up a picture on screen. But there was like this Christmas Shrek special. I always loved watching that around Christmas. That one's really good. Rise of the Guardians, from what I remember, was okay. It wasn't bad by any means, but not something I'd be out of my way to go watch again. In fact, I barely even remember that this movie existed until making this tier list. Penguins is gonna go great for me. I'm glad the Penguins got their own movie. It's pretty similar to like a Minion situation, where I love the Minions in Despicable Me, and it was cool to see them get their own movie. It's kind of the same thing with the Penguins. Madagascar's cool, but seeing the Penguins get their own full-length feature film, it was pretty cool, and I really like this movie, and now that I'm seeing it on this list, I want to go watch it again. Madagascar 1 is absolutely timeless, Madagascar 2 is great, and Madagascar 3, oh, actually, no, I remember seeing this one in theaters. That one's gonna go great as well. Those two are really good. I have this problem with a lot of animated movies, like the originals.
Dry eye drops.
Chill.
Made with hydrating polymer.
Good lord, murder in my ears. Anyway, as I was saying, my problem with a lot of animated films is like, whether it's Pixar, DreamWorks, Sony, whatever. When there's a really good original, it's near impossible to top it in most cases, or at least it seems that way, just because, like, when you have an original IP or a new movie or new character or whatever, like, just the excitement of seeing that new character on screen and seeing what they're all about and seeing what their adventure is like, it's really hard to capture that same excitement of it being fresh for the sequel. So I feel like no matter what you do, while it's not impossible to match the standards of an original film, there's just something about the excitement of seeing that new character for the first time that it's hard to recapture, and it's very rare, whereas things like, Kung Fu Panda, that's one of the rare exceptions where it's able to capture the same aura as the first film and still just be amazing. Homie is honestly timeless in my opinion. I don't care if that's a controversial opinion. I don't know what the general reception of this movie was. I don't know if people like it or not, but for me, I love this movie so much. The relationship between, I can't remember their names, all I remember is that these things are called the Boov, and I loved it. These little things are so weird, but they're kind of cute. Like, come on, you cannot tell me that these things aren't absolutely adorable. Boss Baby was pretty great. It was, considering the fact that it's a more recent animated movie, that was pretty surprising to me. But I actually really enjoyed this, because, we've had things in recent years like the Emoji Movie. I don't even want to go on with the negativity. But, I mean, Boss Baby was actually pretty good in my opinion. I kind of like that idea. As soon as I saw the trailer, I was like, okay, this is a decent concept for a movie. And there was actually a couple of good laughs that I had throughout. How to Train Your Dragon is okay to me. Actually, no, I'm bouncing between okay and great. I know the sequel. Wait, which one's the sequel? There's two of these here. Oh my god, my eyes are so small. I can't read this, man. Okay, I'm not sure what this one is, because How to Train Your Dragon 2 is already never seen. Yeah, I've only seen bits and pieces of the second one, but yeah. The first one, yeah, I'll keep it in okay. It's really hard for me to rank a lot of these, because a lot of these were just, like, so, just imperative to my childhood, you know what I mean? The B movie I'm gonna put in great. I know, but listen, I used to love this movie as a kid. I don't know. I haven't seen it in a couple years. I've heard some negative things. I've heard it probably wasn't as good as my little kid brain thought, but I'm gonna have to watch it again to form my own opinion. But from what I can remember from when I was a kid, this movie, I liked it, okay? And wasn't the one, like, angry tennis guy voiced by the same guy that voiced Joe? Over the Hedge, it's okay. Maybe bad. I'll keep it an okay. It's okay. It's nothing special, though. Nothing I'd be in a rush to see again. Yo, I got here as fast as I could. You said tonight's movie night? Yeah, man, we're watching Over the Hedge tonight. Shark Tale, I'm gonna put in great. Again, I know that one's hugely controversial. Nobody likes that movie, and it's very dated because so many references in the movie were just, it was of the era. Like, going back and watching it now, like, today's generation might not even understand half of the stuff in there, but I like the performances in there. They had some pretty good, you know, casting in there. Will Smith as the main fish. Look, I'm a weird guy. I got weird taste. I have a tendency to love the things that other people hate. I love a lot of the games that people say are bad. I love a lot of movies that people say are bad, like the original Suicide Squad from 2016. Is one of my favorite movies of all time. Ants is another one that's gonna go great. This is a movie that even as an adult, I can turn on and actually relate to more nowadays just because of some of the themes in it, and it's a pretty good movie. Actually, looking at these, Ants is the final movie. I haven't seen any of these. Wow, I really need to catch up. As always, a shout out to the Patrons, Fav Grandma, and Lil Bootytap. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you guys back here tomorrow at 7. Thank you for watching. I love you all. Stay beautiful. Peace.